Hello and welcome. I hope you've had a wonderful day and are looking forward to trying a new story while visiting Hogwarts. I hope you'll get a chance to visit Hogwarts within your own dreams. If not, that's no problem. What's most important is that you are getting a restful night of sleep. Now, take a moment to get comfy within your bed. Find a place where you can relax and feel safe and warm. To begin, place one hand on your upper chest and the other on top of your belly, right below the rib cage. Breathe in through your nose so your belly pushes against your hand, while your other hand should remain as still as possible. Then, as you exhale, tighten your stomach muscles and breathe through pursed lips as if you were whistling. Repeat this process 10 times as we continue. If anyone is struggling now, remember, small steps are always the best way forward. Even if you are just getting up and quickly cleaning your room, that is still a big success. Now, we will begin our journey in Hogwarts. Make sure to remember what house you're in, as the story will remain ambiguous, so it's up to you to choose. The staircase beneath you shifts, and you hold onto the railing, waiting for it to connect to a corridor. Hogwarts, School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, is not the easiest place to traverse, with staircases that move and vanishing steps that can trip you up. But that is a mere afterthought compared to the excitement of today. It's your first Quidditch match, as your house is competing in a game this afternoon. Navigating the halls, you pass your Transfiguration classroom. It's one of your favorite classes. Coincidentally, it's the magic you have the most talent for, coming as naturally to you as a spider spinning its web. Flaming torches light the walls, casting flickering shadows, dancing across the stone. Eventually, you spy the sun shining through the doors ahead. Students are beginning to trickle out, heading for the Quidditch stadium. Exiting the doors onto the training grounds, you shield your eyes from the sun peeking between the clouds. Perfect weather for Quidditch, or so you've been told. Excitement, which had been building for a few days, hits new highs. Anticipation making it difficult to think. Your house robes swirl up under your legs as a light breeze gusts about you. Towering over the school grounds, you can make out the massive stadium that will hold the match, fully adorned in the colours of the two opposing houses. You join the small trickle of students already making their way down the path. The air positively hums with excitement as the sound of chatter surrounds you. You've drawn the short straw with your friends and been sent out early to secure 3 good seats. So you hurriedly set along the path, soaking in the atmosphere. It winds its way through the training grounds, past the area where you had just started learning to fly a broomstick. A similar experience to a baby bird trying to fly for the first time. Extremely difficult. Closing in on the stadium, its size finally dawns on you. Towering stands dwarving over you, casting long shadows, stealing the warmth of the sun from those within. A line had already started to form at the entrance. Hurrying, you secure yourself a position. Reaching the front of the line, a friendly voice asks if this is your first time at a match. You nod, and the older student smiles and points you in the right direction, where students of your house will watch and cheer. Entering the stadium, you follow the instructions and head up a wooden stairway, shoes clacking away loudly on the wood. You're confident it's the right way up, as the few other students on the stairs are also adorned in your house colours. The steps go on for some time before you arrive in the stands. Once more in the sun, the view that greets you surpasses even your loftiest expectations. From the outside, the stadium looked impressive, but from within, it was a whole new level. From your vantage point in the stands, you could see the pitch laid out in front of you. 3 hoops at each end, presiding over a field of lush, green grass. A small chest floated towards the centre of the field, held aloft by the Quidditch teacher, wielding her wand. Surrounding all this were large wooden walls from which the many tall narrow stands protruded from. Everything was adorned with banners emblazoned with the colours and sigils of the 2 competing houses. Breaking from your reverie, you hurry down to the front of the stand, securing seats for you and your friends. The crowd starts to slowly swell, the atmosphere growing as the match draws closer. Your friends arrive and take their seats next to you. Together, you excitedly chat about Quidditch and the homework that needs to be done. A hush descends upon the crowd as the announcer's voice booms around the ground, introducing the match. First, the opposing house's players fly out from the changing rooms to the roar of the students who support them. They fly a small parade lap before your own team soars out. Those around you jump to their feet in excitement. You jump up along with them, adding your voice to the din. You have never talked to any of the players, as they are much older, but they look great, flying on their brooms, waving to the crowd. As the noise dies down, both teams move to their starting positions, and the referee releases the two bludgers and the snitch, while the quaffle is thrown into the air. Your house gains first possession, and they begin to skillfully pass it around, flying down the pitch. They score. The crowd around you goes wild, cheering out the name of the scorer, who salutes as he gets back into position. A beater stops right in front of you as he smashes a bludger, barely missing an opposing chaser. He shakes his head in frustration before flying off. The match continues, back and forth, both teams trading goals as their points begin to rack up. The commentator mentions that this match will be decided by which seeker catches the snitch, so you try and keep your eyes on him while he's hovering high above the stadium, his head slowly scanning. He dives suddenly, like a hawk after spying its prey, carving his way through the air. Excitedly, you point it out to your friends. Chasing him The opposition seeker strains to catch up as they both eye the golden snitch skittering meters from the ground. Hands outstretched, he leans forward, straining to catch the snitch within his grasp. With a final lunge, he snatches it from the air. Your stand erupts, cheering in ecstasy as the seeker is swamped by his teammates as they float over the pitch, celebrating. Hands around your friends, you jump around, celebrating the victory. The announcer calls the final score, 220 to 80, an all-important catch of the golden snitch. You and your friends join the flood of people making their way to your house's common room. The mood is jubilant, and it carries through into the celebrations. The sense of companionship and camaraderie make you feel as if you're part of something special. Food and drink flow freely. However, the biggest cheer is saved for when the victorious team arrives. All the older students surround them in celebration, cheering and laughing. The first years hang back and watch, mostly in awe of the students who are on the team. The celebration lasts long into the night. Eventually, the excitement catches up to you, and a wave of exhaustion hits. It had been a big day, so you bid your friends good night and head into the dormitory to prepare yourself for bed. A big fireplace warms the room, adding to the cozy feeling, perfect for sleeping. Lying back in bed, you reflect on the day. Quidditch may just be your new favorite sport. You hope one day you will be able to play for the team, perhaps as a beater, or maybe a chaser. A seeker would be fun as well. With these thoughts filling your mind, you drift off to sleep to dream of playing Quidditch.